Hey there. Welcome to another episode of Worth a Listen, a financial podcast for your everyday life. I am your host, Chris Haney. Over the next several weeks, we're going to take you through a journey of purchasing your own vehicle. Whether it's your first vehicle, your next vehicle, or the vehicle of your dreams, we want to be there to instill confidence in this process. So join me as we take a journey to purchase your own vehicle. All right. So before we get into car shopping and even car buying, I want to take a moment, step back, and lay a foundation for you. I'd like to discuss some of the industry terms that are used when people car shop and when they're at the dealership. I want to lay that foundation so that you have the most information available when you go through this process so that you can have that confidence. So here are 12 key car buying terms you need to know before you purchase your first vehicle. First up on the list is MSRP. What is MSRP? It stands for Manufactured Suggested Retail Price. And what this means for you is this is the baseline price of the vehicle before add-ons, before anything the dealer puts into the vehicle. It is the base price that you'll pay for a vehicle. Where can you find the MSRP, you might ask? Well, there's going to be two really good places for you to locate the MSRP of a vehicle. The first place you can locate it is right at your own home, in front of your computer. If you go to a manufacturer's website like Chevy.com or Ford.com, you can look at the vehicle and it will typically show you what the MSRP is of that vehicle in that trim level. The second place you can go to find the MSRP is when you're walking the lot and you're looking at the window stickers. Up there on probably the top of the window sticker, you will find something that says MSRP, and it will give you the price. All right, so second up on our list is going to be the window sticker. And so what is a window sticker? Well, you're in luck because I actually have a window sticker here to show you. So this window sticker here, it's from a 2025 Chevy Colorado. And a couple things that you'll notice when you look at the window sticker is the first thing you'll notice, it is a list of all of the items that are included in the vehicle, from the benefits to the performance and mechanical items. It's going to give you some of the interior items. It'll give you exterior. It'll also give you safety and security. So if you're looking to have a car with a specific trim level and you are wondering if what you're looking at the dealership has it, just go to the window sticker and look for that. Some other common items that you'll find on the window sticker is usually at the bottom. It's going to give you some safety ratings. It'll also give you an estimation on gas cost annually. Now, this is a big thing. When you're looking at a vehicle and you're looking at it for budgetary purposes and you're trying to figure out if this car is going to fit in your budget, well, you also need to consider how much this car is going to cost you in gas annually. And you can find that right there on the window sticker. There's a lot of great information on each car's window sticker. So as you're walking the lots, make sure to take a look at them so that when you go to negotiate the car deal, you have the best information available. All right, coming up at number 3 on our list is rebates. So what is a rebate? A rebate is a cash incentive that dealerships and or manufacturers will add onto the vehicle to entice you to buy. Some common rebates you'll see are $1,500 off your purchase if you are a part of a certain association. Some money off your purchase if you buy a certain vehicle with a certain trim. I know a lot of rebates out there have been advertised in the past for like EV vehicles. You'll see governmental rebates if you purchase an EV vehicle. How those rebates kind of show up at the dealership, they can show up in two different ways. The first way is an instant rebate where they just take some money off the top price of your vehicle. You don't have to do any paperwork or any legwork for that rebate. It just happens instantaneously. However, you need to watch out for that second style of rebate. That second style of rebate is actually a rebate where you have to take some paperwork that the dealership will give you after you purchase your vehicle. You'll fill out some information, mail it into the manufacturer or whoever is giving out that rebate, and then they send you back some sort of compensation. Either way, you're going to get a little bit off the vehicle if you choose a vehicle that has a rebate. All right, so coming up at number 4 on our list is tax, title, and license. Now, tax, title, and license is a something that you'll hear quite a bit. You may also hear it in an acronym called TT and L. So sometimes when you are looking for a car, you're on a website or you're just inquiring, a lot of times the dealership will tell you, well, the car is $40,000 plus TT&L. TT&L just means tax, title, and license. And it is the cost associated with you purchasing the vehicle. You have to pay sales tax on the vehicle. So that's kind of the tax you'll see. You'll also need to get a title for the vehicle. Obviously, if it's the vehicle is going to be in your name and it needs to have those legal, those documents. And so that title fee is going to be there. Also, the licensing fee, too. So, with every purchase of a vehicle, you are going to have some sort of tax, title, and license fee added on. Usually, depending on the price of the vehicle, you're looking somewhere in between $7 to over $1,000 as a line item for these. All of these things are done at the dealership, and they charge you a fee to do that. Generally, when you see that fee, you're going to see that fee on the invoice or the invoice breakdown as you purchase the vehicle, and probably when you're sitting in the finance department. Coming up on number 5 on our list is positive equity and negative equity when you talk about trade ins. So I know that was kind of a long winded sentence, but I really want to unpack what it means to have a negative equity or a positive equity when it comes to trading in your vehicle. So when you trade in a vehicle, you're bringing your currently owned car to use as some sort of negotiation or bargaining chip when you go to purchase your next vehicle. What you'll do with that car is you'll bring it in, and the dealership is going to assess that vehicle's worth. They're going to take a look at it. They're going to see how much it's worth. And then they're also going to look to see how much you may or may not owe on that vehicle. The difference between what it's worth and what you owe is equity. If what you owe is more than what is worth on the vehicle, which means you're in a negative situation where the car is worth less than what you owe, that is negative equity. Watch out for negative equity when you go into a dealership, and especially as we go through this journey of purchasing a vehicle, you're going to hear us talk about the implications of negative equity and how that will affect your next car buying experience. Where you really want to be, however, is in a positive, equitable situation when you trade in that car. And what that means, it just simply means that you owe less on your vehicle than what it's worth. So when the dealership sees that, they're going to give you the difference between that number to help you with a down payment or increase how much down payment you're already putting in. All right, at number 6 on our list is the down payment. So, what is a down payment, you might ask? Well, a down payment is going to be an upfront cash payment that reduces the amount of financing that you may need to secure your next vehicle. A good rule of thumb for down payments is generally about 15 to 20% of what the car is worth. You want to go ahead and put down up front. And you may be asking again, well, wow, why do I need to put down so much money up front? Well, one of the most important things about a down payment is going to be getting you in a position where you can reasonably feel confidence that you will get the interest rate and the APR rate that you want in your financing. Coming up at number 7 on our list is dealer add ons. What is a dealer add on? Well, a dealer add on is going to be a little bit different than the manufacturer trim level packages. You typically are going to find dealer add ons as well on the window sticker. There'll usually be an addendum added to the window sticker that the dealer puts on to the window sticker itself. And what these are going to be custom items that the dealer puts on, not the manufacturer. So you can think of things like your low jack system or that ceramic coating that they offer for your paint job. Those are what are going to be the dealer add-ons. Those are always done at the dealership and not by the manufacturer. Coming up at number 8 on our list is APR. Now, you may be asking, what is APR? APR stands for annual percentage rate. And what this is just the cost to finance your vehicle expressed as a percentage. Generally, you're going to see them expressed out at 3, 4, 5% APR. A lot of times when the dealers try to advertise rates, especially around holidays, you're going to hear things like 0% APR for well qualified buyers. This is basically just the interest rate or the percentage that is going to cost you each year to finance the vehicle. You can find the APR on the invoice and the dealer paperwork that you'll be signing in the finance office. Also, too, a little bit of a secret about an APR. Generally, the more you put down and the better you are in your financial situation, the lower you can get your APR to be. So look out for those great rates and APRs as you look for your next car. All right, coming to number 9 on our list is going to be term of payments. So, what do I mean when I say term of payments? What the term is generally your loans that you take out, be it a car loan or any type of loan, are going to have a schedule of payments. Usually, this is defined as a term. Think of it as how many months you will be paying for this vehicle. Sometimes you can get terms as low as 48 months, sometimes you can get terms as far out as 60 months, 72 months. This is just going to be how long you will pay monthly for the vehicle. All right, so number 10 on our list is going to be the total cost of your vehicle. Now, you may be wondering what you mean by total cost. And well, Chris, the cost is right there on the window sticker. I know the total cost. Well, not quite. The window sticker is part of the total cost. But when we talk about the total cost of a vehicle, we're talking about the window sticker. We're talking about the dealer add-ons. We're talking about tax, title, and license. We're talking about financing fees. We're also talking about any warranty or service or everything that you're adding to the vehicle. After it's all said and done, what is your total cost? A lot of times when I'm at the dealership, what I do like to ask the car salesman is give me the total cost of this vehicle. And what I mean by that is I'm asking the dealership is give me the cost walking out the door. After you put in your fees, you put in the add-ons and all the options, what am I going to walk out the door paying? That is my total cost. All right, coming up at number 11 on our list is the extended warranty. Well, you may ask what the extended warranty is on your vehicle. This is just a package you can purchase when you are purchasing your vehicle to extend the manufacturer's warranty for additional miles, additional months. Dealerships offer these warranties. Your financial institution with your loan officers will offer these warranties. And that brings us to the last item on our list. In my opinion, the most important item on this list, and that's the pre-approval. Well, you may ask what a pre-approval is. Well, this is something that you can get before you even go to a dealership. You can speak to a loan officer at at a credit union, and they will give you a pre-approval. They will look at you, they'll look at your finances, and they'll actually give you an amount that you are approved to purchase that vehicle for. You'll know your interest rate, your payments already up front before you go to the dealership. So that way, when you get to the dealership, you can cut out a lot of time of negotiating with the finance department there because you brought your own pre-approval. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. That was 12 car buying terms you need to know before you go purchase your next vehicle. I am Chris Haney. I am your host of Worth a Listen, and I hope today was worth your time. Join us over the next several episodes as we take you on the journey of owning your first, next, or dream vehicle.